Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Game 6. Bellatrix, you are bringing us the pain. All right, Harry's only at 4 health. Ron is at 1. Harry does have the 1 attack from the die roll of Ron last episode. But yeah, we have to start off with not one for the location and 1 additional one for Bellatrix. All right, oh, come on. Imperio Active Hero chooses another hero to lose 2 health. Well, Ron, you are now stunned, and that's not, we have to reveal an additional Dark Arts card. So let's do this in order. Ron is stunned. Damn it. Okay, and so for stunning, he has to discard all tokens. He doesn't have any, and discard his cards rounded down. Half his cards rounded down. So he's going to discard his 2 Aloomorphas, keeping his 2 allies. So he has to do that. Not only do we have to do that, we have to add a Dark Influence to the location. So that's going to put 2 on there. And then reset your health to 10 at the end of the turn. So at the end of Harry's turn, Ron's health will go to 10. Wow. And that was Dark Arts card 1. This means we draw an additional Dark Arts card, which means we draw another one. You have got to be kidding. Well, anyway, it's not really that bad, because what happens is Ron would take 2 more damage and health. He can't gain or lose any more health this turn. So this actually came up at a good time. I'm going to stick it on the bottom for shuffling. So that's reveal another Dark Arts card. So we're going to have 4 this turn. He who must not be named, add a Dark Influence to the location. All right, that puts 3 on there. And now Bellatrix kicks in. Draw an additional Dark Arts card. Oh my god. Musmordre, all heroes lose a health. Ron can't lose any. Harry can, though. He's going to go from 4 health down to 3. Add a Dark Influence to the location. We have 4. So all of a sudden, we have 4 Dark Influence on the location. So we've taken care of Bellatrix. Did we discard any cards? Yes, Ron discarded 2 cards, but he's stunned, so he can't lose or gain any more health. And now Dolores, if we purchase cards costing 4 or more for Harry, Harry will take damage. Wow, that was pretty brutal. Bellatrix, you have got to go. Harry can we draw cards now? We can draw cards. So Harry is going to spend his 2 spells to do his charms proficiency. So Harry gets an influence, Ron gets an influence. Harry gets to draw a card, which is good, and Ron also gets to draw a card. So being stunned knocked him out, added Dark Influence, but he gets a card. All right, and now Harry gets to play cards. Oh, I think, what's he got? You know what? I do believe... Oh, man. Well, okay, let's start with Bazaar. Any one hero gains 3 health. Well, Ron can't gain health, so he's going to do it for himself. Harry's going to gain 3 health and draw a card. 2, 3s go up to 6 health. Draws a card. Okay, this is all good stuff. Quidditch gear. Gain an attack and a health. Going from 6 to 7. Gains an attack. All right. Keep going. Pertigo, gain 1 attack and 1 health. Okay, so he's going to gain an attack, going from 7 to 8. Good stuff. Firebolt, gain an attack. If you defeat a villain, you also get an influence. Well, I don't think it's going to quite happen. You will gain an attack. Now, he could get 2 health for Hedwig or gain an attack. I think he's going to use it for an attack. So, wow, damn it, almost. So Harry's going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack on Bellatrix, taking her to 8 damage of 9, so it doesn't knock her out, but we brought the pain. Now, Harry only has 1 influence, so that is just going to go away. That's the end of Harry's turn. He discards his cards. He's going to drop 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for his next turn, unless I screwed things up, which I don't think I did. And that's the end. Wow. So over we go. Oh, and of course at the end of the turn, Ron goes to 10 health because he had been stunned. Over we go now to Ron Weasley. All right, Ron's turn. Ron has that one influence kicking around. First Dark Arts card, which is Petrification. Damn it! All heroes lose a health and cannot draw cards. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 8 down to 7. 10 down to 9. Nobody can draw cards. Bellatrix makes us draw a second Dark Arts card, which is, her. All heroes reveal the top card of their deck. Heroes that reveal a card with a value of 1 or more discard it and lose 2 health. Okay, so for Harry, worth how much more? 1 or more. So he has to discard. He reveals this. He discards it with a value of 1 or more. Discard it and lose 2 health. Damn it. So he loses 2 health. 7 down to 5, which kicks in Crabbe and Goyle, losing another health for discarding a card. Is that considered discarding a card? Yes, discard it. Wow. All right, over we go to Ron. Damn it, let's hope this is a basic card. It's not, it's Hagrid. He has to discard Hagrid, losing 2 health. 9 down to 7. Crabbe and Goyle kick him in the head again from 7 down to 6. Wow. So that was the second card, and we cannot draw extra cards this turn on Ron's turn. All right, Bellatrix did her nastiness. Crabbe and Goyle have already kicked in. If we spend 4 or more on a card, we're going to take a damage for Ron. All right, Ron gets to at least play now. So he's going to play, of course, a little more for an influence. All right. All we need is 1 attack to knock out Bellatrix. So he's going to play his clean sweep for 1 attack. He will get an influence for knocking out a villain. I'm going to do that now because I always tend to forget that. And before he plays these cards, let's process this. So he's going to put the 1 attack on Bellatrix. She's out of here. She was really annoying, as always. So that's 9 attacks on her. We knock her out. All heroes may search their discard pile for an item and put it in their hand. All right. So Harry, which item does he want to put in his hand? I think he's going to put this in his hand. Bizarre, because it's gain 3 health, draw a card. So he does that. Ron gets to do the same thing, but Ron's discard pile doesn't have any items in it. All right. Remove 2 dark influence from the location. That is awesome. 2 come off. We're down to 2, which kicks Harry Potter's ability, and the first time dark influence is removed, any 1 hero gains an attack. He's going to give that to Ron. All right, so far, so good. Okay, continuing on with Ron's turn. Pomona Sprout, gain an influence. All right, any 1 hero gains 2 health. He's going to give that to Harry, 4 to 6. We can't draw extra cards. Have I been drawing extra cards? I certainly hope not, because you're not allowed to. He gets to roll the Hufflepuff die. All right, Hufflepuff die. I don't think I've drawn any extra cards. I certainly hope I haven't. Hufflepuff die, which isn't an attack. He will take it, which means he gets an attack. Ron gets an attack. Harry also gets an attack. Which brings us to Nymphadora Tonks. Choose 1, gain 3 influence, 2 attack, or remove a dark influence from the location. I think he's going to gain 3 influence for Tonks. 1, 2, 3. All right, well, he's going to put the 2 attack on Dolores. Okay, bringing her up to 4. He only did 2 attacks, so he doesn't get the healing special ability, but I wanted to give him the influence. He's got 2, 4, 6, 7 influence, and with 7 influence, I think he's going to spend 6 of it. 1, 2, well, if I can pick them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 7 influence, and he is going to purchase or get Sirius Black. Gain 2 attack and an influence. All right, so he's doing it. Yes, he's not getting Diggory to roll the die. He can get him for 3. That kicks in Dolores. He's going to go from 6 health down to 5. All is good. It's the end of his turn. He's going to discard his influence that he can't use, discards his cards, draws up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, that's really the end of his turn. We're going to replace the Hogwarts card with Owls. Gain 2 influence. If you play 2 or more spells, gain an attack and a life. And now we have to replace the villain. And the next villain to come out and annoy us is the Basilisk. Heroes cannot draw extra cards. Ha! This guy is pretty annoying. Alright, that's the end of Ron's turn. Over we go now back to Harry Potter. Alright, well, we got rid of Bellatrix. She was nasty, making us draw extra cards. Harry's turn. Harry does have that 1 attack left over. And we only have to draw 1 Dark Influence card this turn, which is good. But we cannot draw extra cards this turn. Crucio, active hero loses a health. Reveal an additional Dark Arts card. Yeah, so Harry goes from 6 down to 5. And he has to reveal an additional Dark Arts card. Active hero loses a health and discards a card. So he goes from 5 to 4. He has to discard a card. Does he have... of course, he has nothing that lets him... so discard a card. You know what? He's going to discard... he'll discard a Loa Morha. It's not going to do him any good this turn. And by discarding a card, he triggers Crab and Goyle. Goes from 4 health down to 3. So that was that. Now, Basilisk, we cannot draw extra cards. Every time we have to discard a card, that's triggered. Dolores now, buy a card costing 4 or more and take a damage. Alright, Harry gets to get his revenge. So, Invisibility Cloak is going to give him 1 influence. Okay. Essence of Dittany. Any 1 hero gains 2 health. He's going to do it on himself. 3 to 5 health. Any 1 hero gains 3 health. He's going to give this one... Any 1 hero gains 3 health. He's going to give that for Ron, and then he will, of course, draw a card. So Ron's going to go from 5 health to 8. This is working out nicely. Quidditch gear. Gain an attack and a health. So Harry gets an attack. Goes from 5 to 6. Loa Morha. Gain an influence. Well, whatever. Gain an attack, an influence, and a health. So an influence, an attack, and go from 6 to 7. All good stuff. I think, oh man, what do we want to do? I think we're going to put 1 on Dolores, and we're going to put 2 attacks on the Basilisk. Leaving us 3 influence. And with 3 influence, I think for 3 influence, Harry's going to get the Crystal Ball. Draw 2 cards, then discard any 1 card. That does not trigger Dolores because it didn't cost 4 or more. Harry will discard all of his cards. He'll draw 5 new cards for his next hand. He only has 3. I'm going to shuffle and draw an off screen. He replaces the Hogwarts card with Expelliarmus. Gain 2 attack, draw a card. And unless I've messed up, which I don't think I did, at least I hope I have not, it means we're going to now take it over back to Ron Weasley. And over we go back to Ron. And Ron, first thing we do, draw 1 Dark Arts card. Active hero loses 2 health. All other heroes lose 1. So Ron's going to go from 8 to 6. Harry's going to go from 7 to 6. Okay, that was not bad. Basilisk cannot draw extra cards, which I hope I haven't been screwing up. I don't think I have. We didn't have to discard any cards. If we purchase a card worth 4 or more, then Dolores kicks in and kicks us in the face. Alright, so Ron has a bunch of stuff to do. Loa Morha gives him 1 influence. Any 2 heroes each gain an influence and a life. So Harry gets an influence and a life, 6 to 7. Ron gets an influence and a life, 6 to 7. Be back in a second to finish his turn. Okay, so let's carry on with Ron's turn. He has gain 1 attack. Remove a dark influence from the location. Draw a card. Can't draw cards. Remove a dark influence from the location. That knocks 1 off, triggering Harry's ability. Any 1 hero gets an attack. Harry's going to give it to Ron. Gain. Okay, then we're going to do Fred Weasley, gain 1 attack, which we do. Any other hero has a Weasley. I don't think this is Harry's hand. He does not have any allies at all, so that's not going to trigger. And now Ron gets to roll the Gryffindor die. And he does get to re-roll it if he so desires. All right. He rolls an influence. I think we're going to re-roll that. And he rolls an influence. So it looks like we get an influence. So Ron gets an influence. Harry gets an influence. And then Ron finishes off by playing his every flavor beans. He gets an influence. For each ally played this turn, get an attack. He played 1 ally, giving him an attack. Okay, so he can knock out Dolores, or he can add 4 more to the Basilisk. Ooh, and I think he's just going to put all 4 attacks on the Basilisk. Or is he? No, he'll put 1 on Dolores. So maybe Harry can knock Dolores out. He has 3 influence left. And yeah, why not? He might as well get another ally. For 3 influence, he will get Oliver Wood, gaining an attack. If you defeat a villain, gain 2 health. Well, only costing 3, not going to trigger Dolores' ability. And that is that. Now, why do I have an influence sitting on Ron's card? Did I forget an influence? If I did, well, too bad. It gets discarded. And Ron will then discard all of his cards. And Ron will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for his next hand. And we're going to replace the Hogwarts card with the Nimbus 2001. Gain 2 attack. If you defeat a villain, get 2 influence. All right. I think, and I hope I haven't screwed anything up. Up next is going to be Harry Potter once again. All right, over we go to Harry. He's got 2 influence built up. Dark Arts card time, and we have Mordray. All heroes lose a health and add a dark influence to the location. Back to 2. We're just fighting over Knockturn Alley. So far, we've been handily keeping it under control. All heroes lose a health. Harry goes 7 to 6, and so does Ron, 7 down to 6. Can't draw cards, didn't discard any cards. If you buy anything costing 4 or more, you take a smack. All right, over to Harry. Harry has Alomorha. He has all kinds. He has 5 Alomorhas. He's going to take 2 of them to do his Charms ability. Or no, he's not. That doesn't do us any good because we cannot draw cards. So he'll just take the 5 influence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he has a total of a 7 influence. He will spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 7 influence to get Expelliarmus. Gain 2 attack and draw 1 card. Okay, which triggers Dolores. He's going to go from 6 health down to 5. He's going to discard this. He will discard all of those cards, drawing 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for his next hand. Wow, didn't apply 1 damage anywhere. We're going to replace the Hogwarts card with Descendo, gain 2 attack. All right, and once again, check the comments, check the notes. If I've messed things up, I will try to fix it if I can. If not, I hope I haven't messed things up, which I really hope I haven't. Up last for this episode, Ron Weasley. All right, Ron's going to bring up the end of our episode. He doesn't have any tokens or anything, so we're just going to go right into the Dark Arts card. Oh man, these things are shuffled. Okay, Mordray. All heroes lose a health. Add a dark influence to the location. I'm sticking that at the bottom. It's the same card anyway. All heroes lose a health. So Ron goes from 6 to 5. Harry goes 5 to 4. We're going to add a dark influence to the location. We're up to 3. Cannot draw extra cards. We didn't discard any cards. Every time you buy a card 4 or more, you take a hit. All right, over to Ron. What's Ron got? He's got the Golden Snitch. Draw a card. Urgh. Can he knock out the Basilisk first? He gets only 1 attack, eh? Oh, he can't take either Dolores or... Oh, yes, he can take Dolores out. You know what? Which might be a good way to go. Well, 2 Alomorhas. They're kind of wimpy, so he gets 2 We might as well do the butterbeer. Any two heroes gain an influence and a life. So Ron gets an influence, Harry gets an influence. Harry gets a life 4 to 6, or 4 to 5. Ron goes from 5 to 6. We're not going to be able to draw a card no matter what we do, because we cannot knock out, or can we knock out? No, we can't even knock out the Basilisk no matter what we do. So we're going to play the Golden Snitch, which is basically just gain 2 influence, but we cannot draw cards. Now we get to McGonagall, gain an influence, 1 attack, and roll the Gryffindor die. So we're going to roll the Gryffindor die, and we get to re-roll it if we want to. All right, Gryffindor, and we get an influence. Lots and lots of influence. You know what? Let's re-roll it for the heck of it. Ron can re-roll it, and it's on influence. So once again, Gryffindor giving us influence. So Ron gets an influence. Harry gets an influence. And away we go. Yes, we might as well have... do we want to do that? Do we want to knock Dolores out? Because we can get something really, really bad. You know, we're going to put 1 attack. Ron's going to put the 1 attack on the Basilisk. That's what we're going to do. Ron has 2, 4, 6. He has 7 influence to spend. And with 7 influence to spend... I think he's going to get the Nimbus 2001 for 5. 3, 4, 5 influence. He's going to buy the Nimbus 2001. Gain 2 attack. If you defeat a villain, get 2 influence. That triggers Dolores. He's going to go from 6 health down to 5. The 2 is not useful. He's going to discard it. Discards all the cards he's played. He'll drop 5 new cards for his next hand. He only has 2. I'm going to shuffle off screen. We are going to replace the Hogwarts card with, oh yes, Dobby. Remove a dark influence from the location, draw a card. Love Dobby. Comes out at a perfect time. And that is going to be our episode for today. So this is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Game 6. We are struggling a little bit. The Knockturn Alley now up to 3 dark influence, although we got a lot of damage on Dolores and the Basilisk. 1 more takes out Dolores, 2 more takes out the Basilisk. So I think, famous last words, I think we're doing okay. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. As always, very much appreciated. Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Game 6. Harry with Charms Proficiency, Ron with Arithmancy. Can they defeat Voldemort and his cronies? I guess we'll find out in future episodes. So thanks so much for watching along, and we'll see you as we continue the series.